You think that what we're fighting about is stupid. Just cause you don't agree don't mean it's stupid. Lately communication feels so useless.
Savage.
If we don't got that obsessive love, then what we doing? I don't ask for much from you. It's like you don't got the time to lose. Made me feel like I'm a burden when I tell you how I'm hurting. No, you just say you're sorry to say you did. I ain't over it.
What's cracking, everybody? It's me, your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. I'm here to bring you just a quick message this evening. Just a very quick message here. All right, it's currently 8:34 p.m. on October 3rd, 2024. It is chilly, all right? But thank you for joining me. All praises to the Most High for bringing us here for this message. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody had a wonderful day. I just was kind of, just taking a quick break today and really just thinking about a lot of things, which is good. We like to think, we like to talk, we like to think. I'm just going to get right into this, okay? Because I feel like it is a very important conversation. What the front door are you doing over there, Cat? Hold on. You guys can see me, right? All right, cool. So, I posted something in the community tab earlier, and I'm going to tell you what happened, okay? Hold on, real quick. All right? Get out of that. Whoa. All right, my bad. So imagine going to a store, okay? I don't know, it seems very dark, doesn't it? I feel like I go through this a lot here. Let's see, how's that? That better? Yeah. Imagine going to it just went dark again. But imagine going to a store every day or every other day. Let's just say you patronize a store, and the person there, seems to be very nice, very accommodating, blah, blah, blah. You get good services at this person's store. And one day you go into this person's store, you patronize it, you make a purchase or whatever the case may be. And on your way out the door, you hear this person say something very offensive about who you are, the kind of person you are. You feel me? And you're like, whoa, wait a minute, where'd that come from? Why would that person say that? You become very offended. It could be about your skin color. It could be about your sexual orientation. It could be about your religious beliefs. It could be about, the kind of clothes you got on. But it's something very kind of, you can tell, like somebody got a problem with who you are, right? What do you do? What do you do if you have a friend that one day, let's take the topic of what I posted on the community tab. And I would like to just say, by any means, I am, by all means, I'm not a gay rights activist. I'm just not. What people do, who people are, as far as their sexual preference is none of my concern. It comes out in readings and conversation when we're talking about certain things. But overall, who someone chooses to love or sleep with is none of my business. It ain't hurting nobody. You know what I'm saying? And really, when we break it down, religion is the institution that has told everybody that homosexuality is wrong. This world is filled with people who are gay or that are part of the LGBTQ plus community, who are very good, loving people who a lot of people in this world identify as part of the LGBTQ plus community or have family members and friends that are. And these people aren't evil. You know, I'm not evil. I beg to differ. Quite, you know, that's always the thought that I have. So what are you trying to, you know, are you serious? Like, are we still talking about that? And it's not even so much that we're still talking about it. It is the fact that people still use that as they weaponize, you know, a person's sexuality to bring them down a notch or to make them feel less important. Okay? It's one of those things that I'm always just kind of like, you know, you want to you get angry. You want to lash out at people because the nerve of anybody to weaponize who someone is and try to use that against them, especially when you're not bothering anybody, especially when you're just living your life looking for love, looking for acceptance. And granted, nobody has to accept your sexuality, but your sexuality isn't anybody's fucking business, which is the reason why, you know, I'm not a gay rights activist or anything like that. And I do feel like discretion is always very good thing to have, regardless if you're gay or straight. It's really no one's business. You could see a very effeminate man walking down the street and assume that he's gay, but no, I've met a lot of really kind of gay ass niggas who don't like men. It's about what people think. It's about what people perceive and how people, again, want to weaponize certain things to attack certain people. But imagine you have a friend, somebody you're very cool with, and this has happened to a lot of people, where one day your friend makes a comment about your, you know, if you're gay, you know, makes a very derogatory comment about gay people and how they really feel about gay people, but they love you though, but they care about you. Nah, friend, we can't be friends anymore. How you feel about people like me is very destructive. It's very divisive and very destructive. And in my personal opinion, it's ignorant as fuck. You feel me? That's just my personal opinion. Just like everybody else is entitled to their personal opinion, fine. But what bothered me what I heard earlier was this person was describing someone of someone that a historical figure, and they said that this person was a rapist, a murderer, all these bad things, and then at the very end they threw in there, oh, and he was also a homosexual too. What the fuck kind of shit is that to say? That was an attack. It was. And it was because, you know, I'm very fair. You know, like I like to say, I see both sides of everything. Nobody has to agree with everybody. Nobody has to agree with who somebody sleeps with. But when people pair certain labels together, that's very destructive. Homosexuals are not rapists. Homosexuals are not pedophiles. Okay? Have some rapists been homosexuals? Yep. Have some pedophiles been homosexuals? Yes. But they're not one and the same. Just like when you want to talk about, are there rapists that are straight people? Yes. Are there pedophiles that are straight people? Yes, there are. But they're not one and the same. And so I took that earlier as a slight against me and other people. I certainly did. And this came from somebody that I, assumed was very spiritual, because when we talk about spiritual, we talk about who we see people in, who they are in spirit, not who they are in the flesh. And we shouldn't be attacking people either. But this is what I heard. These are spiritual elitists. Okay? A person's sexuality does not determine how high vibing they are. It just doesn't. Just like a person's religious beliefs don't determine how high vibing they are. A person's political beliefs don't determine how high vibing they are. What really kind of determines how high vibing someone is who they are after they go through the storm of these kind of attacks from people, this kind of abuse that people go through from people who weaponize who someone is to use against them. There's an overwhelmingly amount of I'm just gonna say it because I'm tired of always having to watch it, but suicide attempts in this country and all over the world for people who are attacked and bullied and ostracized and made to feel bad about who they are and they can't help it. And for anybody to attack people based upon that is evil. It's demonic and it's evil. It's a very evil, uncaring, apathetic energy. I am an activist for people to live their life freely, to be happy, for people to have support, for people to have people that protect them when they're attacked for who they are. And you know, it's I wasn't gonna say anything else about it, but I meditated on it for a quick second, and I came and sat down at the computer. It was 8:33, so that was a sign of synchronicity right there, confirmation that people just need to mind their motherfucking business and stop being so fucking immature. Grow the fuck up. You feel me? That's what this is about. We have a bunch of adults that find a very comfortable place on this platform and on social media where they can get a following of people to stand behind a lot of things that they would never go out in public and say. No, they wouldn't. You get a lot of people on this platform that are okay with people subscribing to their channels and supporting them, sending them donations, paying for their services, buying their products. All the while they harbor bad feelings for the same people that are purchasing their products, sending them donations, subscribing to their channel, watching their content, knowing damn well that they got a problem with people or choose to have a problem with people when they choose to have a problem with people. That's some fake ass shit. You feel me? If you don't like fags, don't like them all the time. You get it? Don't just like them. Don't dislike people all of a sudden when somebody says something that you don't like, or there's some type of beef that you have, that you've made with somebody. That's not what you do. You don't choose to attack people because you think somebody needs to be taken down a notch, or you're trying to put somebody in their place. And again, I am here again today as a man of color that says, I'm so sick and tired of black people doing this to one another. We got enough problems in our community. You feel me? But this just goes back to the good old slave mentality. You don't want to see somebody doing better than you, or you don't like what somebody said, so what do? You turn into an oppressor. And that's fucked up. You feel me? And I did pose the question. You know, a lot of these people, and I myself, I'm going to be honest. You know, I had a conversation with my kid a while ago, and it went left. You know, my son was very disappointed about my beliefs in, certain things. And I had to I had to step back and check myself because, we all want the best for our kids. You know what I'm saying? And I've had a very hard life, and my son's not gay or anything. At least I don't think so. I mean, if he is, that's his business, right? I can't, we don't control. We're supposed to love our kids. We're supposed to love people. That's the whole insanity of it all. We are on the crux of a very important time in amongst mankind, humankind on this planet. And it's these not even petty differences. It's these petty-minded people who think that they are so high vibing, that they're the spiritual elitists, these religious elitists that think that they have the right to trample upon people to keep them in their place. It's very divisive. And can you imagine a 14 or 15-year-old kid who is already being bullied or having some issues about their sexuality, only to go to someone else's, go to get some spiritual soul food or some spiritual healing, and then to have somebody that they follow throw homosexuality into the same sentence as somebody who's a rapist or a killer or a murderer, a demon. Could you imagine what that would do to a 14 or 15-year-old kid? That's fucked up. Could you imagine what it would do to an 18 or 19-year-old adult? Again. But see, people are so concerned with showing up to the world as these holier than thou or these more spiritual than thou beings that they don't care. They become reckless, or they start to show their true colors. Nobody has the right to do that to anybody. And like I said, I've been unsubscribing and unfollowing a lot of fucking people because I'm tired of seeing divisive energy, divisive people, and picking up on divisive energy and competitive energy and hateful energy amongst people who claim that they are here to uplift this community. I am. And like I said, everybody ain't got to agree with everybody. I watched a whole live earlier by somebody I love to watch. I love the content. And she has very different political views than I. But what difference does that make? We both want the same things, though. We want people to be happy. We want people not to be victims. We want people not to be attacked. We want people to be able to live and be free without people oppressing them. You feel me? And that's what's important. That's what we're supposed to be here to do. I'm sure the person that made that bullshit derogatory comment and threw that shit in there at the very last minute, we all know what it is. We're all adults. And if we're intuitive, we know what people do to attack other people, how they do that shit on the cool. Because they think they're better than everybody else, or they think they know every damn thing. Well, my age and experience has granted me a lot of know-how, a lot of intelligence, a lot of knowledge that a lot of people just can't see or refuse to see. A lot of what I felt today after hearing that was I was very disappointed. I was like, man, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that person don't even give a fuck if I've unsubscribed, and they shouldn't. And I don't care about unsubscribing either. But this is a message for people out there today. You don't have to accept, nobody has to accept who you are. They don't. But they don't have to attack who you are because they don't accept it. A lot of times what people have never been through. See, that's the thing. People don't understand what it is like for people to go through certain things or live through certain things, experience certain things. They don't understand it. They don't have a doubt in they don't have a clue in their mind about it. And so we're still in the age where if people don't understand something or they don't know something, instead of maybe trying to figure something out or understand things certain better or see things from a different perspective, they launch an attack because they're ignorant to how the fuck people truly feel or what people are truly going through. But that's their cross to bear. It is. It's their cross to bear. You know, I came on here tonight because it bothered me. Because it didn't bother me just for me, but it bothered me for people in the collective. When people don't fit in anywhere, they come towards spirituality because that's the only place that people have to feel safe. Safe enough to explore who they are, heal, and move forward. And inspire others with their stories, their testimonies. But you get a lot of people that ain't really never been through a lot of the same shit we've been through, and that's fine because you got to vibe with your tribe. And just because somebody is spiritual doesn't mean that they're a part of your tribe. That's unfortunate. Because I don't really feel like that's the way it was intended to be. We have a bigger enemy to fight besides fighting with each other. You feel me? And until we can manage to understand that, well, I don't know. It doesn't take all of us to raise the vibration on this planet. It damn sure doesn't. So, hey, do what you do, player. But it would make a lot more sense for us to come together and take down the enemy, this evil in this world. Besides coming towards each other, trying to fight each other, oppress each other, make each other feel bad about who we are. Everybody, listen. I'm tired of certain things being compared to being sinful and being wrong in the eyes of the Most High God. That whole rhetoric is old. That's my opinion. That's my experience. You think the Most High God has spared my life because I'm evil or demonic? No, that ain't got nothing to do with it. Not at all. And so I'm just here to tell everybody tonight, 19 minutes, 33 on the clock, okay? Yeah. I'm not here for all that. You know? I am that uncle that you come to after your ignorant ass mother says something very fucked up and makes you feel like killing yourself because of who you are. I'm the uncle that you come to tell you, fuck that bitch, okay? Your life is worth living, and who you choose to love is your business. Who you choose to fuck is your business, not your mother's. And she doesn't have any right, your mother or your father or anybody doesn't have the right to tell you that you're wrong or compare you to a murderer or a pedophile just because of your sexuality. I'm the uncle that tells you, you have a right to be free and live how you choose to live and love who you want to love and live your life without being oppressed by people who are supposed to support you. That's who I am. You feel me? Let's get a card out here. Everybody ain't gonna agree with me, and I don't give a, you know what? I don't care. I wish people understand. I don't really give a fuck if don't nobody agree with me. But I do disagree with bullies, and I do disagree with petty ass men and women. I've met enough of them, so I know what it is. You feel me? All right. We're gonna get all of you as magic oracle deck here. There we go. The unknown is inevitable. It exists around every corner. And while you try to escape it, it holds out its hand, asking you to trust in what you cannot see. And they have little, look at the card, okay? They're all different, all right? This is made by Zofa Ishak, okay? But then they have something that you can do to help you out with embracing the unknown here. It says, close your eyes and consider one area of your life where you want to release control. Write it down and place it somewhere where you can see it regularly. Okay? You know, that's surrendering certain things of the unknown. That's what worked for me, surrendering things to the Most High. You know? Especially when you're alone. When you've been isolated, when you're alone, when you've been outcasted, when you've been ousted. Being the black sheep is a badge of honor. It is. If you can make it on the other side of it. Because becoming the black sheep is painful. We go through a lot. And so when we do make it out on the other side, we're stronger, we're more enlightened, we're much better. But we don't know what to do after that. Who are we after that? We're alone. That's what it feels like. So we're walking into a very unknown territory, a very new territory. But you surrender that to the Most High. And when you do that, you understand the fact that you're not really alone. You're by yourself, but you're not alone. Remember all that you've gone through, all the attacks that you've, survived, that you've lived through, all of the enemies that you've had to fight and conquered, that you've defeated. Most of those enemies, most of those demons were within yourself. You feel me? Don't let anybody shame you. I'm here to say that again. Don't let anybody shame you. I don't care what it is. It could be, sexuality is not the only thing. It can be what you believe. It can be what your plans for life. It can be your experiences, your past, your present. Don't let anybody shame you. Don't let anybody make you feel bad about who you are, what you've been through, where you're going. It's fine. You're not alone. Surrender it to the Most High. You feel me? That's the end of this message. I hope this message helped somebody this evening. It helped me to get the shit off of my chest. I'll tell you that. If you like this content, like, share, subscribe, comment down below. And I will see you all later. I love you to the moon and back. You feel me? Deuces. 7.